What's up, everybody? Good evening. Hey, what's up, guys? How's everybody doing tonight? Everybody have a nice weekend? Yo, my usual faithfuls Greg, Justin, Blake, Sean, B. Smitty, Nomadic, Byron, G. Dozier, Wayne, Jason, Bob, 2% a day. Who knows? Jake, what's up? Yes, Wilson Lou, my man, what's up? Jonathan, Jag, Ellis, Steph, Jai, Shane. I love it. Manuel, what's up, Manuel? Josh, what's up? LA, Dennis, Richie, my man, what's up? Kenneth, R. Hirsch, yo! Daniel, Megan, Big Bala. Big Bala, I can always count on you to be on my streams, man. I can always count on Big Bala. Mary, yo, Ryan G, what's up? Smitty, Peter, Dave, King Caesar himself in the house. J.S. Branton, DJ, Nicholas, Alex, Glenny, Louie. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. I love it. How you guys all doing tonight? Guys, with me this evening, I've got joining us as always, Jason Spatafor, the Wolf of Wheat Street. I welcome him on to say hello.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Happy Sunday. Get ready for some fun this week.
Definitely get ready for some fun this week. We got a lot to talk about tonight, guys. Tonight is going to be, we're going to talk about some time sensitive stuff. We're going to talk about some time sensitive stuff. We're going to talk about the plan going into this week with what has transpired over the weekend. There's some coronavirus updates that we are going to go through and that we are going to discuss. And I'm going to go over with you guys just a little bit about risk management. The last couple of videos that I've made on the YouTube channel were really focused on risk management. And it was really a major factor in my trading the last 2 days. Thursday and Friday were a grind. Thursday and Friday, I didn't hit home runs. Thursday and Friday, I really had to work for my money. I started off the day red, came back, made it all back, pushed well into the green, finished with some solid green days. But I really had to work for my money the last couple of days. I really had to work for my money the last couple of days. And a lot of that has to do with the risk management. I hope you guys caught the last couple of videos that I posted up on the YouTube channel. Some really good lessons, some real golden nuggets in there about real golden nuggets, honestly, guys, in there about risk management. Okay, some really good stuff. So I hope you guys were able to catch those couple videos. If you have not seen my last two videos that I posted up on the channel, when we're done with the live stream later tonight or maybe tomorrow, I highly recommend you guys go back and watch those two videos that I posted because they're really centered around things that can really help you as a trader become consistently profitable. And a lot of that has to do with the downside. A lot of it has to do with the losing trades. Like what can you do differently on losing trades that can help you become more consistently profitable? There's some real golden nuggets in there, so I invite you guys all, when we're done with the live stream, to go check those out. But we're going to have a lot to talk about here, guys. Okay, we're going to have a lot to talk about. Let me see. What I want to do to kind of start off the live stream, guys, just like I do every single stream, is I want to kick things off with an open floor Q&A before I get into, the real detailed stuff that I want to talk about with you guys tonight. I want to talk to you guys about some of the coronavirus updates. We have the futures are gapping down, not a lot. We're down about maybe 0.5%, maybe 0.4. No, now we're just starting to bounce a little bit. We're down about 0.25%. So nothing major here on the on the futures that's causing like a big gap down or anything. I actually thought with some of the headlines that came out over the weekend that we were going to get a bigger gap down on futures, but we're only down a quarter point. Now, obviously, we'll have to see how that unfolds as the night goes on and as we roll into tomorrow morning, and we'll see what we're looking at as far as a gap down and how far of a gap down, or if we push back green. But we're going to talk about some trade ideas going into next week. But I'm going to start things off as I do every single stream, blanket open floor Q&A for maybe about 30 minutes or so. I'll take a couple of questions, and the Wolf and I will just answer. So just fire away, guys. This is your opportunity to just ask us general questions about trading, about TTG, about myself, about the Wolf, anything that you guys have questions on. Now's the time to fire away while I give a few minutes for people to log on, and then we'll really get into and we'll dive into the good stuff. All right, let's see. Any questions catch your eye, Wolf? Let's see. Let me see. Paul, good question. So Paul says, Mike, on NKLA, will you jump back in if it spikes on Monday? So guys, all right, so Paul's asking a question about NKLA, which was a swing trade of mine from last week. Last week I bought NKLA at like 68 and change. We took some profit off at 73.31, I believe, was the so I entered on this day and I took some profit up here. And then when we broke down below this trade line, I got flat the rest of the position. It was a small gain. It wasn't a home run trade by any stretch of the imagination. A small gain on that NKLA trade. Will I jump back in? I don't know yet, Paul. I mean, for me to jump back into NKLA, it would have to really do something aggressive on Monday, because heading into the first week of July, their S1's effective. You're going to get a lot of shareholders, very large shareholders that are locked up from the merger that can now start to go ahead and are going to be able to start to liquidate some positions. So I planned on being out of my swing trade prior to the first week of July. So I would have to see something drastic happen tomorrow that would make me want to re-enter this. Like, this thing would have to get back to like 71, 72 to make me even think about re-entering this trade. But if we open up on Monday and we're at like 64, 65, I'm not going to go anywhere near this. Okay, I'm not going to go anywhere near it if this thing starts to if this thing is just sitting there in the mid 60s. So that's not really something that I have, kind of front and center geared up on my watch list. All right, let's see. Next question. What did I see to make me close out NKLA? Antoine, it was the breakdown below the trade line on NKLA. So if you guys see the trade line on NKLA, the trade line is for me the 9 exponential moving average. You see this line on my screen, this blue teal line. This is the 9 exponential moving average. You guys can see this has been an area of support since early May. Okay, and I've just been riding this trade line long, NKLA, just riding this trade line long. Okay, and I said if we break below this trade line, I'm going to exit this trade. So this is a combination of a technical analysis and a fundamental analysis, understanding, okay, if we break below this support indicator that's been in place since early May, I'm going to exit this position. So as I've been long NKLA and the stock has continued to climb and that trade line continues to climb, my stop loss has also continued to climb along with this setup. So my stop loss when I originally entered the trade at $68, my stop loss was around 64. And as the stock moves higher, the 9 EMA moves higher. You guys can see this line. See how it's just crawling higher, 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 higher. So my stop loss has also moved higher, higher, higher with this setup. So once that level was broken, that's when I pulled the cord on this trade and I exited on the break of that support level. I also added into the decision to cut the line on this trade was the understanding of the S1 that they have that's out there that goes effective the first week of July, which means that you're going to have a lot of large shareholders. I'm talking shareholders that hold millions of shares that will be able to sell now if they want. They'll be able to sell come that first, second week of July. Now, that could add a lot of selling pressure coming into the markets. Okay. That could add a lot of selling pressure coming into the markets. And that's not, I wanted to be out of my position prior to that. My whole game plan on this swing trade was to see if the stock squeezed before that lockup came free. All right. That's the whole game plan. I said, I'm just going to ride this trade line until that trade line breaks. Then I'm going to be out. We broke it. And now knowing the selling pressure that may come in a week or two, I don't want to be sitting in that position when all of these institutional investors that hold 5 million, 1 million, 10 million shares, I don't want to be sitting in that position. Okay. So that's why I'm saying in case those shareholders want to liquidate and take advantage of this inflated share price and the recent run that this stock price has had, that's not something I want to sit back and just be open to. Okay. So that's why I cut the cord on NKLA. Next question. Great question, Mav. Mav, that is actually a fantastic question, and nobody on the live stream is yet to ask me that question. Mav says, is viewing a stock on 2 time frames, if one pattern is bullish, one is bearish, does one time frame count more, longer or shorter time frame? Say, like if the 3-minute is bullish and the 15-minute is bearish, does one have precedent over the other? Excellent, excellent question. And I wouldn't say that one has precedent over the other, Mav, because, you have to look at what else is at play here. Like, what I will say is, okay, 2 ways I want to answer this question. This is a fantastic question, by the way, Mav. Thank you for asking this because nobody has ever asked me this on the live stream. This is the first time. And it's a really good question. What I will say to you is longer time frame charts will tend to give you the trade idea. The shorter time frame charts give you the entry and the exit. What I mean by that is, let's say in the morning when a stock's on my watch list, it's gapping up pre-market, I take a look, I look at the daily chart. That's the first thing I do is I look at the daily chart, okay? And I determine which side of the trade do I want to be on. Am I bullish on the stock overall or am I bearish on the stock overall based on the longer time frame chart? That longer time frame chart is going to give you more of a feel for the trend of the stock. Okay, in like an intraday pattern is going to give you more of the momentum of the stock. Okay, so I use the daily chart to determine, okay, I want to be long this stock. And then I'll go into the intraday chart, whether it's a 3-minute, a 5-minute, a 15-minute chart, and I will say, this is where I want to now enter this trade. But I'm going to be like dictating, do I want to be long or short based on a longer time frame chart? So if you are looking at a specific setup and on a longer time frame chart, it's telling you that the stock is bearish. Let's say you're like, man, based on the daily chart, or I'm looking at like a 2-week chart, this is a bearish looking setup. But then you look intraday, and intraday, you're like, oh, well, there's a bull flag. Okay, oh, there's a bull flag. Let me maybe want to buy the bull flag. I will always tell you to lean towards the longer time frame side of caution. Okay, because the longer time frame is going to give you a much greater feel for the trend of a stock. And if you can have a stock that is, let's say, has a bearish looking daily chart, it's in a downtrend, there's a lot of selling pressure, the stock is weak, there's not a lot of buying, that is going to give you a greater tendency for a bullish intraday setup to fail. Okay, because the stock overall is weak. So you're not going to be having, just because you see an intraday bullish setup, you're not going to necessarily be having a lot of traders rushing in to get long this stock if on the bigger scheme of things, the stock is weak. Okay, so it's a fantastic question, Mav, and I thank you for asking it and participating on the live stream. Mav is a recent TTG member. Mav, I think you just joined like 1 or 2 weeks ago. You just joined the family, so keep it up, man. Keep up the participation and asking these questions. That's how you learn. I always recommend that members, especially TTG members, I recommend you guys always ask questions. Always ask questions. That's why you have the ability to send direct messages to myself, the Wolf, the other moderators that are in chat. You guys can send us private messages during the day, and you guys can ask us questions. It is the only way you're going to learn. I don't ever want to hear any one of you ever say, Mike, this might be a stupid question, but I don't ever want to hear that from anybody. There's no such thing as a stupid question. There's no such thing as a stupid question. If you have a question, I guarantee you somebody else in chat has the exact same question. And I guarantee you it is a question that I once had in my trading career. I wasn't just born, okay, a successful trader. I learned. I had somebody that taught me how to be a consistently profitable trader. I worked at a hedge fund. I had my senior portfolio manager. I went through an educational program at the hedge fund. I was taught by successful traders on Wall Street how to trade. And I asked them questions. That's why I encourage all of you to ask questions. That's why I start all of these live streams with like a 30, 45-minute open floor Q&A for you guys to ask questions. It's the only way that you're going to learn. So Mav, going back to your question, I would say to always ease on the side of caution towards the longer time frame chart. The smaller time frame that you go on a chart, this is why I never use 1-minute candles. The smaller time frame you go on a chart, the more noise you are going to see, the more false signals you could potentially see. So what I like to do is say to myself, okay, if I'm looking at a daily chart, and to me, this is a fantastic bullish setup. I love the setup. I think the stock is a great long. I'm bullish on the stock. So when I then go into the intraday chart and I'm looking at my 3-minute, my 5-minute, my 15-minute, whatever it may be, I'm looking for bullish setups. I'm not going to be sitting there like you might have, like, for example, Tesla or Amazon or Apple, some of the strongest stocks in the entire market. I'm not going to look for those intraday short setups. I don't want to short Tesla. I don't want to short Amazon. I want to short Apple. I want to short Zoom. These are the strongest stocks in the entire market. The daily chart will show you that. Like, I'm not going to go ahead and look at Apple and be like, oh, yeah, man, I'm going to look to short this thing. I'm going to go to Amazon and say, oh, man, I'm going to look to short this thing. I'm going to go to Zoom and say, oh, man, I'm going to look to short this thing. These stocks are the strongest stocks in the entire market. So just because you see an intraday short setup on a bullish looking long-term chart, the chances are that bearish looking intraday setup has a higher probability of failing. And what have we learned on all of these live streams that you've joined me on all of the courses that members have gone through, all of my videos that you've watched? What have you learned? That trading is about identifying high probability setups. To identify high probability setups, you're not going to want to contradict what you're seeing on a longer time frame chart. Like if I see a stock that is extremely bullish on a longer time frame chart, I'm not going to want to look at a 3-minute chart and look for an opportunity to get short. I'm going to look on a weak long-term chart that says this is a weak stock, and then I will use the intraday chart setup to identify my entry point. One of my favorite short setups, and this is relevant because I just made this trade last week, I talked about it on one of my recaps, was a SPY put option trade. And that was because we were coming up to a major resistance level at 314. I will actually show this to you guys. Okay, I'll actually go back and I'll show you guys that trade. It was right here. Okay, so if you guys remember this day, I did this recap and I saw an ascending wedge intraday. This was an ascending wedge pattern intraday, but I'm already looking to be on the side of short because we were at a major resistance level on the SPY, okay? A major resistance level here on the SPY, and we're having an intraday bearish setup. Ascending wedges are bearish setups, okay? It's an ascending wedge is a bearish setup. So now that I see on a longer time frame chart, I'm looking at like a week and a half worth of price action. I'm seeing major resistance at 314, 314.50. So in that case, I'm already thinking to myself, I want to be on the short side of this play via SPY put options because of this resistance level. Then when I look at the intraday setup and I say, ooh, ascending wedge, bearish chart setup. So I've got a bearish trade idea based on a longer time frame chart. Then I identify a bearish setup intraday that coincides with my bearish idea from a longer time frame chart. That's when I go after and I pull the trigger. And guys, we bought SPY put options right there. Not kidding. I mean, for people that are watching, I mean, if you guys didn't see my trade recap, I suggest you go back and watch it. But TTG members, we have a lot of TTG members that are on the live stream right now joining me. You guys were all in chat. Many of you also banked huge on this trade because look at this massive drop that we had at the end of the day and then going into the following morning. Massive drop. Okay, you had traders made, some of us people made 100, 200, 250% on these put options. And it's all because an intraday bearish setup confirmed my entry for a bearish trade idea that I identified on a longer time frame chart. Okay, that is how you will find that you'll be able to start to enter higher probability setups when you have that. Don't contradict what you're seeing on a longer time frame chart by getting distracted by an intraday setup that contradicts the trade idea in a longer time frame. Because the chances of you seeing, like if I saw a bullish setup intraday, even though the longer time frame chart is telling me that the market's going to pull in, intraday, if there's a bullish setup, that's fine that there's a bullish setup. I'm not saying you just negate and just totally forget about it, but the probability of that bullish setup giving you a move higher is lower now. And this is what I talked to you about identifying A setups, B setups, and C setups. An A setup is a chart pattern that maybe 70% of the time is going to resolve itself in specific price action. A B setup, maybe 60%. A C setup is probably 50-50. It's a coin flip. I never want to put myself in a C setup. If that's the case, if I want to be on a 50-50 shot, I'll go put my money on red or black in Vegas. You want to be able to identify A plus setups. This is what you will learn as a member of True Trading Group. I guarantee you will learn how to identify A plus setups. And if you are patient enough and you're disciplined enough to wait for those A plus setups and put yourself in those trades, okay, an A plus setup is what I just showed you on the SPY. A bearish trade idea on a longer time frame chart because of a clear resistance level that's been holding for a week and a half. Then an intraday bearish setup and an ascending wedge forming directly beneath that resistance level. The probability of that chart setup to go lower is very high. That's an A setup. Now, if you saw maybe a bull flag, even though a bull flag or a bullish setup intraday, even though the week and a half chart is showing you that the stock is going to pull in, well, now you have contradicting time frames. You have one time frame telling you it's bullish, another time frame telling you it's bearish. That's a chart pattern that you may want to stay away from. Because although, yes, it's a bull flag, I'm not taking anything away that it's a bull flag, but all bull flags are not created equal. All head and shoulders, all ascending wedges, any setup, any cup and handle, they're not all created equal. I can show you 10 different bull flags and show you 3 of them are A setups, 5 of them are B setups, and 2 of them are C setups. And when that's the case, you only want to put yourself in the A setup trades. So if you find yourself in a situation where longer time frame and shorter time frame contradict, you're probably better off staying away from that trade because the probability of the resolution in your favor is going to be lower. And as a trader, you want to put yourself in the highest probability setups that you possibly can. That's what being a good trader is all about. It's not about being right or wrong. I said this on my previous live stream. It's not about being right or wrong. Being a good trader is not about having a crystal ball and knowing what a stock is going to do. Nobody truly knows what a stock is going to do. I said this on my other video. I was just saying this when I was talking to somebody, that this is a really good analogy. If you had asked me, you're like, Mike, are you willing to bet your entire net worth that you can answer what's 2 plus 2? I'd say, hell yeah. I'll bet my entire net worth right now. Every dollar I own to my name, every asset that I own, I'll put it on the table right now, and I'll tell you the answer is 4, because I know the answer is 4. Without any question of a doubt, 100% certainty, the answer is 4. But if you said to me, Mike, are you willing to bet your entire net worth that the SPY is going to drop to 295? Well, no, I would never make that bet. Even if I have a huge short position on the SPY, I'm never going to make that bet because I'm not 100% sure what the market's going to do, or I'm never 100% sure on what a stock is going to do. Nobody truly knows what's going to happen. Being a good trader is not about being right or wrong. It's about identifying high probability setups and attacking them. That's how you become a consistently profitable trader. And you stick to that over and over and over. You learn the difference through professional technical analysis, the same technical analysis I learned working at a hedge fund. Learn professional technical analysis. No gimmick bullshit nonsense where this special pattern, this secret indicator that no one knows. No, that's complete nonsense. Learn professional technical analysis. Learn how different indicators work in conjunction with one another so that you can say, this is an A setup. And if you are patient enough and disciplined enough to wait for A setups, stick to your stop loss, stick to your profit targets, and do that over and over and over. That's how you become consistently profitable. It's not about being right or wrong. So Mav, thank you for asking. That's a phenomenal question. Okay, that is a phenomenal question. Thank you for asking it. I hope this helps because a lot of people were probably wondering the same thing. So I hope that helps answer your question, Mav, and a lot of others that maybe had similar questions. Bobby Gupta says, Mike, how do you figure out your stop loss and profit levels? Like what price you will set them at? Thank you. Okay, Bobby, when it comes to setting stop losses, okay, most traders do this part wrong. So everybody listen up. Everybody listen up. Most traders do this wrong. You do not just arbitrarily pick a random stop loss based on a percentage that you want to risk on your position size. Traders do this wrong because they say, oh, well, I trade with $5,000 position size. What does that even mean? What does that mean? When a trader says, traders ask me all the time, they go, well, Mike, what's your average position size? I don't know. I can be in a $10,000 same day SPY expiration put option. I can be in a $75,000, $80,000 small cap. And then I can be in a $500,000 large cap. Then I can be in $1 million large cap. So I don't know. You tell me, what's my average position size? I don't know. My position size varies greatly based on every single trade because every single trade carries its own level of risk. Now, if I was to buy an $800,000 position in Tesla, I'll never in a million years buy an $800,000 position in a stock like U1. I'll never put an $800,000 position into a SPY option trade because the risk is completely different. Your risk must remain constant. Okay, so you need to figure out what's a dollar amount, Bobby, that you're comfortable risking per trade. What is that number? Is it $100? Is it $500? Is it $1,000? Is it 5,000? Is it 10,000? It doesn't matter what the number is. Everybody's risk tolerance is different. Everybody's financial situation is different. You have to figure out what that number is for you. Okay, what is that number for you? Let's say, for example, it's $1,000, just for the sake of this conversation. Okay, now that you know that you're willing to risk $1,000 per trade, when you are trading a setup, now after you learn professional technical analysis and you can say, this is an A setup, this is a B setup, this is a C setup. After you've identified the A setup, you will now have the ability to say, okay, where's the level that if broken, this setup is no more? If I'm trading a bull flag, a head and shoulders, a TTG triangle, a trade line VWAP crossover, a double bottom, an ascending wedge, whatever the pattern is that I'm trading, there's going to be a level on that pattern that if that level gets broken, the setup that you're looking at is no more. That level is where you must set your stop loss just past it. So let's say you're looking at a specific setup. I'm looking at a TTD triangle. Let's say the support level on the TTD triangle is $5. I'm not going to set my stop loss at $5. I'm not going to set my stop loss at $4.99. I'm not going to set my stop loss at $5.01. I'll set my stop loss maybe down around $4.90, $4.88. I'm going to give it a little bit of wiggle room if the support level is $5, because I know if the stock breaks below that level, the setup that I'm looking at is no more. That's where your stop loss needs to be. Now that you've identified where your stop loss needs to be, not where you want it to be, where it needs to be based on the setup that you're trading, now you have identified your risk. Now it's your job as a trader to adjust your position size based on your entry price compared to where your stop loss needs to be. Now it's your job as a trader to adjust your position size so that if you do get stopped out, you're losing $1,000. The dollar amount that you're comfortable risking. That is the proper way to set stop losses. So many traders do this wrong. So many traders say, well, I'm comfortable buying $500,000 of a stock. What does that mean? What good is it? Now, you can buy $5,000 of ticker symbol X, US Steel, which will move 20 cents the entire day. Then you'll buy $5,000 of a stock like U1 that's going to move $25 in a single day. The risk on those two trades is night and day. And if you're just saying, I'll buy 5,000 here, I'll buy 5,000 there, I'll buy 5,000 here, I'll buy 5,000 there, you're never going to be consistently profitable, because you're going to put $5,000 into a stock like US Steel. You're going to be right. You're going to make $100 because the stock's barely going to move. Then you're going to put $5,000 in a stock like U1. You're going to be wrong, and you're going to get your ass handed to you. You're going to lose $1,500 because that's how volatile the stock is. You need to set your stop loss where it belongs based on the setup that you're trading, and then you adjust your position size. That's what I mean by, guys, I can have $10,000, $20,000 in a SPY option trade where I know I'm risking probably 50% of my position, because that's how volatile like a next day expiration option trade on the SPY will be. But I maintain that same risk throughout all of my trades. So let's say, $5,000, that's the number I'm comfortable risking per trade. So if I'm risking 50% on a SPY option trade, I'm going to buy $10,000. That's a $5,000 risk. Then let's say a small cap that's flying around like crazy, that's halting left and right, that I'm risking, maybe 10% on, because that's where my stop loss needs to be based on the setup. Well, if that's the case, I'm only going to buy $50,000 of a position. But that's night and day compared to the $10,000 I just bought on the option. Then I might go and I might buy Apple. And Apple, my stop loss might be like 1% away because of how Apple trades. Now that means I'm going to buy a $500,000 position, still risking the same $5,000. So my risk does not change. A $500,000 position on a large cap, a $10,000 position on a next day expiration option, and I'm still risking the same $5,000. That, my friends, is risk management. You set your stop loss based on where it needs to be, not where you want it to be. So many traders do this wrong. And that's why you always get stopped out and the stock continues higher without you. Because the example I just gave you, the TTD triangle, support level at $5, right? You buy the stock at $5.30. And you're like, oh, well, because I'm buying, I buy $5,000. I buy it. So my stop loss, if I'm only risking this percentage, my stop loss is at $5.10. How can your stop loss be at $5.10 if the support level is at $5? The stock's going to come down to $5.10. You're going to get stopped out. You're going to sell your shares. Guess who you're selling your shares to? Me. Because I'm sitting there in front of $10 buying shares at $5.08, $5.09, $5.10. Because the support level's at $5. So how can you stop out of the trade before the support level gets broken? That's why you get stopped out, and then the stock continues higher without you, because you're stopping out while the pattern is still intact. As long as that setup is still intact, you stay in that trade. Once that support level is broken, now the pattern that you're trading is no more, which means you now have no business being in the trade. If the whole reason why I'm buying a stock is because it's a TTD triangle, $5 is support, that means once the stock gets below $5 and it's no longer a support level, therefore I have no business being in the trade. I need to exit my position. When it comes to setting profit targets, I set 3. I exit my winning trades in 3 pieces. I call it my tier trading strategy. The tier trading strategy is something that I learned working at a hedge fund on Wall Street. At hedge funds, you need to buy and sell large positions in pieces. You can't just buy a $5 million position in one keystroke. You've got to work your way into that position and work your way out of it. That's how I learned how to trade in tiers. I've tweaked it a little bit, so now it relates to my individual trading. Okay. I set 3 profit targets. Okay. Profit target 1 is usually around the high of the day if I'm long, or the low of the day if I'm short. And I will take 25% of my position off the table. Then my next take profit target is an extension through the highs. So if I'm long, it's an extension through the high of the day. If I'm short, it's a break through the low of the day and an extension off of it. That's where I sell 50% of my position. Then, using my technical analysis, I identify the next level. So let's just say we're talking about being long. Okay, if we're talking about being long a stock, all right, I identify 4 levels. My stop loss, that's level number 1 that I identify. If I buy the stock here, where's my stop loss? That's level 1. Then I identify profit target 1, profit target 2, profit target 3. Like I said, profit target 1, that's 25% of my position. That's usually at the high of the day. Profit target 2 is through the high of the day at a potential resistance level. You use your multiple time frame charts. You have to look back to the left and identify where's a potential resistance level. Whether it's from a week ago, a month ago, a year ago, or 3 years ago, where's a potential resistance level? That is what profit targets are. Profit targets are potential areas of resistance if you're long. If you're short, they're potential areas of support. Okay? So I will use potential areas of resistance as my profit targets. And when those profit targets are reached, I act. 25%, then 50%, and then 25%. And that's how I can stay in a winning trade longer, because as the stock breaks through a resistance level, I take profit, but now I'm still in the trade in case it breaks through the next resistance level. I take more profit, and then if it breaks through the next resistance level, I take my final profit off the table. And you want to do this every single time your profit targets are reached. I spoke about this in my previous videos that I discussed risk management about. When I discussed risk management in my previous videos, it had everything to do with this one saying. And I want you to remember this saying. I don't give a damn if your profit target is reached in 3 seconds, 3 minutes, 3 hours, or 3 days. You act when your profit targets are reached. Profit targets are targets because they're potential resistance areas. So why would you not take profit at a potential resistance area? Because a potential resistance area may not break. And if the level does not break, the stock's going to pull back in. And you're sitting there like, oh, man, I wish I sold. I wish I sold. And now the stock's pulling in. And you say to yourself, well, if it gets back there, then I'll take profit. But then the stock never gets back there, does it? It just keeps pulling in. And you just let a winning trade turn into a losing trade, which is something you should absolutely never allow happen. If you let a winning trade turn into a losing trade, it's because you got greedy. The stock reached your profit targets. You did not take profit because you thought this was the one. This is the one that's going to go up 1,000%. I'm just going to hold my entire position. It's going to change my life. You were swinging for the fences. And when you swing for the fences, that's when you strike out. That's not how you become a consistently profitable trader, guys. The home runs will come. You have to focus on taking profits when your profit targets are reached. I don't care how quickly they're reached. I don't care how fast they're. It's like, oh my God, look how fast the stock got to this level. That means it must be strong. It doesn't matter how quickly the stock reaches your level. If the level does not break, it does not break. That's why you act when your profit targets are reached. So, Bobby, excellent question. Guys, I'm loving this. I am loving these questions. Mav, Bobby, excellent questions so far. Guys, keep this going. Let me see if we can get maybe 1 or 2 more questions before we dive into everything else that I want to really talk about. So Joe Kobos says, what if there's no resistance levels left and it's just still climbing? So you're talking about like if the stock's at all-time highs. Joe, great question. Great question. Okay. So let's talk about that. if a stock's at all-time highs and it's just continuing to climb, that means that you're dealing with a momentum-based trade. There's no resistance levels for you to look at. Okay, there's no resistance levels for you to look at because you're at all-time highs. You look left, you see nothing. You see darkness. There's nothing there. Your chart's blank. Okay, it's all-time highs. That's when you need to be able to gauge the momentum of a stock. How can you gauge momentum of a stock? Two different ways. First and foremost, volume. Volume is going to give you your greatest momentum indicator, and understanding volume analysis is the single most important aspect of day trading. If you said to me, Mike, you're only allowed to trade with one indicator, what would it be? I wouldn't even hesitate. It's volume. No doubt it's volume. If I can only trade with one indicator, it's volume. Volume will give you the best insight into if a stock is strong or weak, has momentum or doesn't have momentum. Understanding volume analysis. Now, Joe, for me to get into volume analysis right now, I'll take up another hour and a half just talking about volume analysis. This is something that you learn as a member of True Trading Group. It's something that I preach and I shout from the rooftop, is understanding volume analysis, because it's the greatest indicator that any trader can use. Okay? Understanding volume analysis, especially when it comes to specific moments in a chart pattern. Remember what I talked about earlier on the stream about A setups, B setups, and C setups? How all bull flags are not created equal? A lot of that has to do with volume analysis. There are certain patterns that in those patterns and during the formation of those patterns, you want to see volume increase. And there's moments in those patterns you want to see volume decrease. And if you have volume increase at a moment when it should be decreasing, that lowers the probability of that trade setup. That is how you can take an A setup bull flag and it turns into a B setup bull flag, because of the volume profile on that setup is not ideal. And that could be the difference in an A setup bull flag and a B setup bull flag. It could all be volume. It can all be volume. So when you're looking at a stock that's at all-time highs, one way you can tell if a stock still has momentum is one way you can tell if a stock still has momentum one way that you can tell if a stock still has momentum, okay, is when a stock breaks through the high of the day, you always want to see a strong increase in volume, preferably the heaviest volume of the day. Okay, preferably the heaviest volume of the day. All right, that's the first. That's first and foremost right there. Every following and consecutive new high, you want to see the volume be heavier than the next, than the prior. Excuse me. So let's say a stock is consolidating, it breaks the high of the day, heaviest volume of the day. Great, that stock has momentum. Okay, heavy volume on a break through the high of the day is a sign of momentum. So let's say the stock breaks through the high of the day, heaviest volume of the day, that's a sign of momentum. Stock consolidates, breaks the high of the day again, and now the volume is even heavier than the prior high break. That's a sign of momentum. Stock consolidates, breaks the high of the day again. That volume is now heavier than the prior high break. That was heavier than that prior high break. Every consecutive new high, if the volume is bigger and bigger each time, that's a sign of momentum. When you have a stock that starts to break highs and the volume is lower than the prior high break, that is an early indication that the stock is getting tired and it's running out of steam. So if you're looking at a stock that's just pushing to new all-time highs, that is one way that you can tell if the stock is still has momentum, or if it's starting to get tired and it's starting to run out of steam, and you should be peeling profits off the table. All right. Let's see. Maybe one more question, guys, and then I'm going to dive in. Let's see. Let's see, guys. Maybe one more trade. Okay, Blake. So this will be the last question, guys. Then I'm going to dive in. I got some stuff I want to share with you. Blake says, Mike, this might be an amazing question. This might be an amazing question. How do you journal and track your trades? Thanks. Okay, guys, I tell all of my members that you need to have a journal, a trade journal. Having a trade journal is extremely important. Okay, having a trade journal is extremely important. Um, you know, I'm old school. Okay, I'm old school. I keep all my stuff on like paper and pen. Okay, I keep all my stuff paper and pen. Some people, can make Excel spreadsheets or whatever it is, but I have like a good old notebook. Now the way that I don't journal my trades individually anymore, like I used to, where I used to journal every single trade. Now I just kind of make notes of the day and specific trades that stick out to me. Um, but I recommend that novice or new or amateur traders. I recommend you keep a journal. I suggest that you mark down what was obviously the stock, where you entered, where was your stop loss, where were your profit targets, what happened on that trade. Did you get stopped out? Did you take profits? What was the setup? What was the pattern? Okay, what was the pattern on that setup? It's important for you to jot all of this information down and keep track of it, because when the month is over, I want you all to go back and review your journal. I want you all to go back and review your winning trades. I want you to go back and review your losing trades. See if you can identify a pattern in your trading. I'll give you a perfect example of why this is so important. You guys may have heard me say in the past, I do not trust lunchtime breakouts. Okay. They tend to fail more often than they give you follow through. That's one of my rules, is that I will not enter a new position during lunchtime unless, okay, to the long side. Okay, if I'm going long, I'm not going to enter a new position to the long side during lunchtime unless the stock is trading the heaviest volume that it has traded the entire day. The reason for that is because in order for a stock to have follow through, you need to have strong, steady, increasing volume. In order for a stock to have follow through, there's no way around that. Okay, during lunchtime, which is typically from 12 to 2 Eastern, volume is typically lighter. So when volume is lighter during this time frame, that's how you can get the failed breakout. The stock breaks the high of the day, the volume is light, it ends up pulling back in, it fails, and then it pulls in the rest of the day. Okay. I found this rule and I discovered this part of my trading by going through my journal many years ago. I went through my journal and I just realized that the majority of my losing trades were occurring in the middle of the day, like 1 o'clock, 12:45, 1:15. A lot of my losing trades were occurring during that time. And that's because I was buying those midday breaks. So I just said to myself, at the time, I didn't realize why it was happening that way. I just did the math and I was like, man, if I did not make a single trade between these 12 and 2 o'clock, and I calculated what would be the difference in my P&L, I was blown away. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So all I did the next month, I wrote on a little sticky note, I said, no 12 to 2, no lunchtime. And I pasted it right to the bottom of my monitor. And for one whole month, I never entered a position between 12 and 2. I did nothing else different. Nothing else different in my trading, except I did not enter a position during 12 to 2. And what do you know? My P&L jumped the very next month significantly, because all I did was just remove those losing trades from the equation. Then as I dove deeper and I was like, wow, I might be onto something here, I found a pattern in my trading that I was able to make an adjustment on and make a change. And then I came up, I dug further. I did some further technical analysis. I looked at a lot of those trades. I reviewed a lot of those trades. And that's what I realized, was that the volume on those high of day breaks were not as strong as they needed to be. There were lower volume breakouts, and that's where the stocks were failing. And I was taking losses on those trades. I was not getting the follow. That's how I developed that rule. So that's why I recommend that all of you do journal. Okay. And I also, with all of our lifetime members, okay, with all of our lifetime members, I do like, I go through their journals and I have them all connect their accounts to TraderView. So TraderView is another way that you guys can journal your trades. That's TraderView, spelled VUE, not VIEW. TraderView, VUE. That's a great journaling software that you can track all of your trades. It can give you statistics. So if you guys want to use like a website and you guys want to do journaling, on a computer, I journal just on a notebook, paper and pen. But however you prefer to do it, but regardless of your method, the means is something that I think is necessary for all traders. Okay, I think you guys have to journal. It's really that's the only way you're going to identify patterns in your setup. I mean, in your trading. All right, guys. Okay, let's see. Okay, guys. So that's really it. Okay. That concludes our Q&A session. Now I want to get into some more stuff. I want to get into some more detailed info on TTG. And what I first want to just discuss with you guys, hold on one second, guys. I'm just reading some stuff. Okay. Let's see. Okay. All right, guys. So now I want to talk to you guys just a little bit more kind of about True Trading Group. Okay. I want to just kind of explain to you guys a little bit about TTG and go over just a little bit of some background on kind of what TTG is about and why we decided to start True Trading Group in the first place. Okay. And my partner and I, Adam is my partner. Some of the TTG members have become familiar with Adam, the YouTube fam. You guys have not had the pleasure of meeting him, but Adam is my partner with True Trading Group, and along with the members and the moderators of True Trading Group, we're a team, guys, that has really come together, and a group that backs each other and really supports each other throughout their trading careers, and really have the purpose of growing TTG while helping everybody learn how to trade and become profitable together. So we actually just did. True Trading Group has grown very, very quickly over the last several months. And we actually, Adam had just hosted a 2-hour town hall with TTG members specifically. Obviously, it wasn't on YouTube. It was in our chat room with members. And he just hosted a 2-hour town hall asking for like platform feedback, suggestions from members, ways that we can address how to grow the program together and to maintain integrity within the group. Because one thing that really separates TTG from everybody else out there is that I truly, and TTG members that are on this live stream, guys, I'm going to ask you to back me up on this and share with people watching this live stream what it means to be part of the TTG family, because we truly are a family. When people join True Trading Group, we always, everybody, not even just me, when there's new members in chat, members, myself, moderators, everybody's like, yo, welcome to the family, because we are a tight-knit group of traders. Okay, we develop relationships. We are, we have members that have been with us for 3 years since we started really going live to the public in 2017. We have members that have been with us since day one, okay, that have been with us since day one. And my partner Adam just concluded before we did this live stream earlier today. He did a town hall kind of talking to members about how we can grow together, because we're actually going to be launching an affiliate program. Okay, we're actually going to be launching an affiliate program. Okay, and this is something that a lot of people were very, very excited about, because we're going to be offering people like $100 every time somebody signs up. There's going to be cash prizes. We're going to be giving away like trade setups, laptops, computer monitors. There's going to be a lot of bonuses and everything that we're going to be sharing with people. Obviously, this is for TTG members only. Okay, this is for TTG members only, but I want to make sure that the TTG community is included in our growth strategy and is included in the decisions that we make going forward and maintaining the integrity when it comes to the TTG family, guys, because True Trading Group was started specifically as a means to provide a professional education to somebody that is looking to learn how to trade stocks. I don't understand why you could learn basically any skill set on the internet, whether you want to learn how to change your oil, you want to learn how to use Photoshop, you want to learn how to bake a cake, whatever it is, you want to learn how to sew. Okay, you guys can go online, you can Google it, and you can very easily learn how to acquire one of these skills. When it comes to trading, and you go online and you go to look, you have a bunch of gurus that claim to have unlocked the keys or the secrets to the stock market. And if you guys just follow them, you can become millionaire traders. Look at my car, look at my house. Now spend $5,000 on some DVD package or some course that they made up. Okay. And I actually, the idea started when I had somebody. I was at a family party, and they came up to me and they were talking to me about a specific trade setup, because they know that I'm in stocks. I was always helping friends and family with stock ideas and trading and investment ideas. I've always been helping people. And somebody showed me something about a particular stock, and they're like, yeah, this pattern, and this guy told me that I should do this. And then I'm like, what? And none of it made any sense to me whatsoever. And it actually came down to Fibonacci retracement levels. And this guy paid $3,500 for some online course, and they taught them the complete wrong way how to use Fibonacci retracement levels. I was blown away that this guy spent $3,500 and got a course with the wrong information that literally taught him the wrong way how to use Fibonacci retracement levels. And that's when I realized that there is nowhere, literally nowhere, that I was able to find a professional education available online. You should not have to have Wall Street experience or some fancy Ivy League education to get the education necessary to become a consistently profitable trader. I was lucky and fortunate enough that my first job out of college was working at a hedge fund. I was lucky enough that was my first job. And while there, I went through a 3-month educational program that taught me everything that it is that I learn, that I know, and that I implement in my trading today to become a consistently profitable trader. I've since taken that knowledge and experience, I've broken it down, simplified the material, and I've created the TTG curriculum that's available on the website today. When you guys join True Trading Group, you get a professional education, the same information that I learned working at a hedge fund. Same stuff. It's just a simplified version. It's not a special secret. It's not some magical pattern that I figured out in my mom's basement. Okay, I was taught by professionals on Wall Street. I sat in a classroom style setting for 3 months. And every week, traders from the fund, analysts from the fund would come in and they would teach us different topics. And I had to pass that program before the fund let me trade with their money. And if it wasn't for that experience and that education, I wouldn't be the trader that I am today. So that's the education that you get when you become part of True Trading Group. Okay. TTG it's more than just myself, guys. That's the other thing you have to understand. It's not just, it's not michaeledward.com. It's True Trading Group. It's not just me. It's the Wolf. It's Jason Simmons. It's Alex Campbell. It's Chris Toner. It's Jay Downing. There's a lot of other moderators that are in chat calling out trades that all specialize in different things. Like the Wolf. The Wolf just specializes in large cap options. That is his thing. The Wolf crushes Apple, Facebook, Roku, Boeing, SPY. Like his thing is large cap options. That is where the wolf thrives. That is where he focuses every single day. That's where he makes his money. Alex Campbell loves crypto and small caps. That is his thing. Jay Downing loves swing trading small caps. Jason Simmons loves small caps, mid caps. Chris Toner, he loves options as well. Elena trades futures. I trade everything. I trade small caps, mid caps, large caps, ETFs, options. Okay. There's somebody that there's a moderator in chat and there's a professional trader in chat that specializes in each of their own asset classes and trading styles. It's not just me. It's not a one-man show. And that's something that I really want to make sure that the YouTube community understands. Jason Simmons, one of our moderators, he's in chat at 7:30 a.m. every single morning going over the Miami Culotta Club. And the Miami Culotta Club is from 7:30 till around 9 o'clock a.m. every single morning, where he goes over different lessons. He goes over different chart setups. He goes over economic data on the day. He goes over the watch list, stocks that have news, unusual volume activity. He goes over everything in the morning. That's the Miami Morning Culotta Club. Members love it. Okay, we have any members that are on the live stream right now? Guys, comment. Tell me how much you guys love the Morning Culotta Club. Okay, because it's awesome. It is so awesome. There's so much value in that. It's not just me. And I want to make sure that everybody understands that True Trading Group is not just me. It's not just the wolf. There's other moderators that are in chat that are helping members succeed and help answering members' questions. That's why I said earlier on the stream, you have the ability to send us all private messages throughout the day. It's not just me. Okay. You guys can send any moderator questions throughout the day to help answer anything that you guys have going on during the day. Secondly, this TTG is not a platform that you are just going to come and just shadow trades or blindly follow professional traders. Okay. TTG is a group of people that all share the same goal to learn, trade, and profit together. That's what True Trading Group is all about. Yes, you can follow my trades if you want. I show you my screen. You get all the alerts when I enter and exit trades. I'm on the microphone telling you what I'm doing every single day before every trade. Before I buy it, you know I'm buying it. Before I sell it, you know I'm selling it, because I come on the microphone and I tell you what I'm doing before I do it. Every single trade. Okay, so yes, you can follow my trades if you want. You can follow the Wolf's trades. You can follow Alex's trades. Any of the other moderators, you can follow all of our trades if you want. But the way for you to truly hone your skill and to be consistently profitable is to learn. It's truly to learn. Give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. And it's more important that you understand why I'm making the trades that I'm making, more so than it is just, oh, Mike bought this stock, so I'm going to buy it. Understand why I'm buying it. Understand why my stop loss is where it is. Understand why my profit targets are where it is. Understand what makes me say I like this setup, I don't like this one. Why am I picking to trade this stock and not this one? That is what you guys really have to be able to understand if you want to be consistently profitable. I put so much time, energy, and work. I do one-on-ones every day. I do like 2 or 3 one-on-ones every single day with members. If I'm going to put that kind of time, work, and energy into True Trading Group and into other people's futures and other people's success, because I truly give a damn about your success, then you have to reciprocate that energy and effort back. I do not, like, nothing bothers me more when I have someone that we're doing like a trade review with, and we're going to go through their accounts. And when we get there, they're not prepared. It's like they're not prepared. They don't have their stuff together. They don't have questions ready. They don't know what trades they want to review. Like, you have to reciprocate the effort. Becoming a good trader is not any different than you excelling at any other skill. It's no different than the work that Tom Brady has to put in to be a Hall of Fame quality quarterback. You know, he doesn't just wake up and he's just this great quarterback. He practices a lot. He works out his body. He works out his mind. He's going over the playbooks. He's researching and studying defenses. He puts in the work. You have to be willing to put in the work. If you're willing to put in the work, myself, the Wolf, the other moderators in chat, we are all here willing to help you. If you're not willing to put in the work, I'm not interested in you joining our group. And I mean that in the nicest way possible. Okay? True Trading Group is for serious people that seriously want to learn how to become consistently profitable. It's not for someone that's going to be lazy, that's just going to say, just tell me what to do. I don't care why. Just tell me what to do. Tell me how I can make money. If that's your attitude, this is not the place for you. I'm not the right mentor for you. But if you are the person that's ready to say, I'm determined to be successful at this. I want to learn how to become a consistently profitable trader. I want to supplement my income. I want to be able to quit my job. I want to be able to provide a better life for my family. I want to be able to take vacations when I can. I want to be able to pay for that water heater when it breaks in the winter. I want to be able to do all of these things for myself and my family, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to achieve those goals. If that's the type of trader that you are, then yes, I'm the right mentor for you, because I'm going to give you every single ounce of my energy to make sure that you achieve your goals. The Wolf is going to do the same. That's what True Trading Group is. It's not a follow the leader. It's not a, okay, guys, I bought the stock here, I sold it here, I made money, and if you didn't, you suck, you did something wrong, don't ask me why. That's not True Trading Group. Okay, True Trading Group is, this is the stock I like, this is where I'm going to buy it, this is why I like it, this is why I'm buying it here, this is my stop loss, these are my profit targets, this is why these are my profit targets, this is why I'm selling it here. And if you mess the trade up and you struggled with that trade, let's talk about what happened. What did you do wrong? What mistakes did you make? How can you learn from the trade so you don't make the same mistakes again? How can you become a better trader? How can you keep pushing you to become that consistent profitable trader and reach your goals? That's what True Trading Group is all about. Those are the kind of traders that I want as part of my group. That's what TTG is all about. Let's see. So, Wolf, B. Manderson said, Wolf is the GOAT.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. But you guys are all baby goats. That's what you guys have to realize.
That's right. That's right. That's a great point. That's a really great point, guys. Like, the Wolf just brought up a really good point. You know, when you guys will say, okay, you know, Wolf, you're the GOAT. Mike, you're the GOAT. Or, man, I want it. We were not always at this point. I was not always the trader that I am today. Okay? No matter where you are, seriously, I'm dead ass serious. I'm talking to every single one of you individually right now. No matter where you are in your trading journey, no matter where you are, whether this is the first time you ever even heard the word stock, or you've been doing this for 15 years, I was once exactly where you are today. Think about that. If you look up to myself or the Wolf, always remember, it's attainable. Better is attainable. I push myself to get better every single year. Every single year, I push myself to get better. And if I do worse one year than the prior year, I'm pissed. I push myself to make more money every single year than I did the year before. And I do everything in my power to make sure that I achieve that goal. But I was once exactly where you are today. You're struggling. You're losing money. You're not yet profitable. Been there. You doubt yourself. You don't have confidence. You know, you're second guessing yourself. You're trigger shy. Been there. You can't control your risk. You're losing trades. They get away from you. You're not stopping out. You're averaging down. You're letting what was a $500 loss turn into a $1,500 loss, and you're wiping out 2 weeks worth of profits. Been there. You're finally starting to get the hang of things. You're starting to get yourself into some good trades, but you're selling your positions way too early and the stock just keeps on running and you're leaving so much money on the table. Been there. I've been there. No matter where, yeah, on the t-shirt, no matter where you are in your journey, I've been there. I've been in your shoes. I've been exactly where you are today. I've gone through the struggles. I've gone through moments when I didn't think I can do this. I went through moments where I doubted myself. I've been there, guys. But I'm telling you, the work, the energy, the effort, the blood, the sweat, the tears, the doubt, it's worth it all. It's worth it all.
Yeah, guys, and this is why, you know, it's good to have mentors to lean on. You know, here's a story I've never told before. You know, when we were talking about baby goats, it somehow triggered this. So you guys, obviously I'm the Wolf of Weed Street. Now, I didn't get that moniker. I gave that moniker to myself, let's be honest. I thought it was funny. But in 2013, when I first started investing in pot stocks, I started taking a big position in a company relative to my portfolio, okay, which was under $10,000, okay, and they had an earnings, and the stock dropped like 30%, and I was like, what the hell? And I was like, really close to just kind of getting shaken out of pot stocks in general. Really close. So what did I do? I talked to like one of the only people I know that's like a good trader, okay, an investor, all right? And he gave me a pep talk and just kind of explained like the ebbs and flows and understanding. You know, he took a look at what I was you know, what I was investing in. He, you know, asked me questions. Well, why'd you pick this particular company? Blah blah blah. So we get into it, and he finally comes to it. Look, I think that if you sell now, you know, you're going to, and you get out, you're going to compound the problem. And he's like, you'll probably get shaken out forever. And I was like, yeah, you know, you're probably right. And he's like, remember why you were investing in this. And honestly, the stock ended up going up like 600%. And if I had gotten shaken out of that position became my nest egg for all pot stocks in the future. So, you know, I don't know what I would be doing if I didn't pick up the phone and call somebody and talk to somebody that I could lean on, because I was a rookie. I was a complete noob to investing. I have no problem saying that. You know, this is, you guys, one day, somebody's going to be making that phone call to you. And you're going to say, this is where I was, and this is what happened. And then you're going to say to them, one day somebody's going to be calling you. And that's how it works. It snowballs. Okay? But it starts somewhere. There was no true trading group when I was started trading these things. It was all garbage.
Yep.
You know, like there was nothing like this. There was some douchey guy selling DVDs. I didn't want to pay $1,000 for some DVDs with a guy dressed like the priest. Hell no. So, you know, you guys have to understand that we are at a time period right now with trading and investing that is so unique to anything that anybody has gone through beforehand. And being able to experience this in real time with 1,000 other people that are all seeing the same things and you know, going beneath the different layers of everything going on and picking out these kernels of opportunity, it's unbelievable. And when we do go back to a normal trading one day, when we're following the textbook, you guys are going to be fucking superstars. You're not gonna be the GOAT at that point. You're gonna be the fucking shepherd. So think about that. Be the shepherd. Goats are great. They make great soup. But you want to be the shepherd.
And it's possible, guys. It's not. This isn't cliche stuff. Like, it's whatever you want to get out of it. You want to make an extra 10,000 a year. You want to make an extra 50, 100, 250, 500, a million, 2 million. There's no limit. There's no cap. I know it sounds cliche. It might sound crazy, but there's no cap. You could be the best damn school teacher in the world. There's a cap to how much you can make. You could be the best damn construction worker in the world. There's a cap that you can make. The best damn military personnel, the best damn college student, the best damn lawyer, the best damn, accountant, the best damn engineer, the best whatever it is. There's a cap. As long as you work for somebody else, you have a cap. And being a trader, you are the ultimate entrepreneur. The ultimate entrepreneur where you truly have no limit to your upside. That's why every year I push myself to make more and more every single year. And I'm going to continue to do that every year. There's no limit. There's no cap. So guys, this is what I'm talking about TTG. And this gets me into what I was talking about how the end is near. Okay. The title of this live stream was The End is Near. And what do I mean by the end is near? The end is near because for the last 3 weeks, I have been telling you guys all that True Trading Group's prices were going up in July. We are adding a ton of new features. We just added a paper trade simulator. We just added a stock screener. We're going to be adding level 1, access to a level 2 data subscription feed. We're going to be adding so many features to this website and to this platform. Our prices are going up next month. And we have been running the entire month of June a 34% discount that gets you a 1-year membership to TTG for $1,089. That discount code is TTG620. It expires in 2 days. On June 30th at midnight, that coupon code will no longer be valid, and our prices are going up in July. So when I tell you the end is near, with all of the new features that we're adding to our website, and that coupon code going expired, this is your last chance to stop second guessing the rest of your life. Stop second guessing the education that you need to become a consistently profitable trader. Stop second guessing your ability to do this. Nobody can do this on their own. You're not just going to just open up a brokerage account. You're just going to trade on your own. You have no idea what you're doing. You're going to learn trial and error, and you're going to become a millionaire. Okay? It's not going to happen. It didn't happen for me. I was taught. Somebody taught me and gave me a professional education. When you guys sign up for True Trading Group, you are not just getting me. I already explained. You're getting the Wolf and all the other moderators. But you also get our live chat room where I share my screen. So you know exactly what I'm doing. I'm on the microphone. The Wolf is on the microphone. Jason Simmons is on the microphone. We are telling you guys what we see, what we're doing, why we're doing it, what we think is going to happen next. I tell you I'm buying before I buy. I tell you I'm selling before I sell. Then when I actually execute my trades, you get a push notification that pops up in chat. You can DM us in chat. I already went over this. You guys have the ability to ask us questions, okay? Participate. Not even just myself. Other TTG members are answering questions, okay? That is just a piece of what you get at your membership on True Trading Group. That's just a piece. I already told you, we just added a paper trade simulator. So if you guys want to practice, you want to trade with fake money before you start to do things with real money, learn, practice on that simulator account. We just launched a trade simulator so you guys can trade options. You can trade stocks and test your skills and hone your skills before you start trading with real money. You guys can do that. You get our stock screener. Okay, you get our stock screener where you can quickly identify stocks to trade right on the TGG website. You get our TGG premium blog that is updated daily with trade recaps, trade ideas, general market commentary. You also get the TTG curriculum, the entire curriculum. You are getting every single course that is available on our website, as well as all future courses. All future courses. You're going to get the beginner and foundation stock trading courses, the advanced stock trading courses, beginner options trading, advanced options trading, trader psychology part 1, trader psychology part 2, how to thrive during a stock market crash. Those are all the courses that are currently available on our website today. You get access to every single one of them. When I come out with new courses, if I come out with a new course in a month, you get access to it automatically. No upsell, no upcharge, nothing. It's automatically included in your membership. Trader Palooza virtual events included in your membership. What's Trader Palooza? Trader Palooza is a virtual trading seminar that we host on a Saturday. It's a 12-hour long event. It's not every Saturday, but we'll do these events once in a while where for 12 hours, myself, the Wolf, Jason Simmons, Alex Campbell, Chris Toner, and Jay Downing, the moderators in chat, we each do 1-hour workshops on different topics, where as a member, this is a members only thing. As members, you guys can log into the seminar whenever there's a workshop topic that you want. So we send out an itinerary. So maybe at 9 o'clock, it's risk management with Michael Edward. At 10 o'clock, it's controlling risk, trading options with the Wolf. At 11 o'clock, it's Bitcoin and whatever trading with Alex Campbell. And then, and so on and so on and so on. And every hour we cover a different topic. And you can log in, and log out, and log in and log out, depending on what workshop you want to attend. You get access to all of that as a member to True Trading Group. Not to mention that entire event is recorded and is available on the website for members as well. All of this is included in your membership for less than a cup of coffee a day. A 1-year membership is usually $1,665. With the coupon code TTG620, you can get that same membership for $1,089 for the entire year. That includes everything that I just shared with you. And those of you that sign up before midnight tonight, you have 2 hours and 9 minutes to do it. You get included with your membership a free one-on-one mentor session so we can talk about whatever you want. You want to review some trades. You want to talk about mental hurdles you struggle with. You want to hone in on your technical analysis, some psychological issues, whatever it is that you want to talk about, we can go over on a one-on-one mentor session that's included for free with your membership. All of this you are getting for $1,089 with the coupon code TTG620. The end is near because on Tuesday at midnight, that coupon code expires and the prices are going up because of all the new features that we're adding. So I cannot stress this to you enough. Right now there's never been a better time than right now to join True Trading Group, get yourself a professional education, and join a family of traders that truly gives a damn about each and other's success. Okay, you have TGG certified members that are answering people's questions throughout the day. Now, some of you might say, what's TGG certified? TGG certified is when traders go through the entire curriculum and complete all of the courses and complete the quizzes at the end of each course. At the end of each course in the curriculum is a quiz. If you score 85% or higher on that quiz, you get a badge for that course. Earn all of your badges for all the courses, you become TGG certified. You become TGG certified. So what does that mean? That means you have completed a professional curriculum. You've received a professional education. Your opinion now means something. And we have TTG certified members that answer people's questions all day long. All day long. Why? Because we all care about each other's success. There are real friendships and relationships built into your trading group, guys. I've gone golfing with members. I've gone to Vegas with members. I've gone to lunch with members. I've gone to have drinks with members. We have built relationships. Relationships. I've had members reach out to me when they're going through tough times in their personal life, dealing with real tough times in their personal life. Okay, deaths in the family, divorces. I mean, like, people reach out to me, and I know what's going on in everyone's lives, just like I know what's going on in my friends' lives, in my family's lives. I know what's going on. It's the same thing here in True Trading Group. There's no strangers. Don't ever feel shy or like you can't participate in chat because you feel like you don't know as much as everybody else. There's no such thing as a stupid question. We are all here to help each other and build off of one another and get better with each other. The more traders that we have that know what to look for, the better off we all are. This is not a follow the leader. It's not Michael Edward is buying this stock and everybody do what he does and don't ask any questions and don't question my thought process. If more traders have the technical analysis that I have, that have the education that I received working at a hedge fund, the more people that get that education, that know what to look for, that can identify an A+ setup, the better we are all going to be, because I can't watch 2,000 stocks throughout the day. Hell, I can't watch 200. But when you have a group of traders that know what to look for, I can't tell you how many times a member has brought something to my attention that I was not looking at. It was an amazing setup. I placed a trade. I made money. We made money as a group. Happens all the time. Happens all the time. We feed off of one another, guys. That's the whole point of being in a group. That's the whole point of being in a trading community. All right? Even, guys, I'm telling you, this is your last chance to get this offer. This is your last chance to get this offer. With the coupon code TTG620, you get a 34% discount that expires June 30th at midnight. So if you've been on the fence, you've been watching my live streams, you've been asking questions, you've been watching my videos, you're following the Wolf on Twitter, you're DMing him some of your trade ideas and some questions about options. If you guys have been thinking about joining the family, this is your last chance to do so. And you have a choice to make. You have a choice to make. Do you continue to go about this alone? Do you continue to try to cut corners? Do you continue to try to get rich quick? Do you continue to try to find the secret? Or do you invest in yourself? Do you get a professional education? Do you put in the work? And do you become part of the TTG family? That is the choice that you have to make right now. Ask yourself, how serious are you about this? How serious are you? That's what you have to ask yourself. And the choice that you have to make is continuing to go about this on your own and looking for shortcuts, or to roll up your sleeves, put in the work, join the TTG family, get a professional education and quality mentorship that's going to be there with you every single step of the way to kick you in your ass when you need it and to bring you right back down to earth when your head gets too big. Because in trading, there's a lot of ups and there's a lot of downs. And I tweeted something over the weekend that really hits home for a lot of people, and I'm going to say it again. Throughout your trading career, there's going to be a lot of ups and downs. And it's equally as important to find balance in learning from your mistakes, but forgetting them quickly. That's kicking you in the ass when you need it most. Helping pulling you up when you're down. When you think you can't do this, when you doubt yourself, when you start to lose confidence, to be there with you, to pick you up and to keep you going on your way. But then it's just as important to celebrate winners and to celebrate success, but to stay humble in doing so. Because never forget, you are never going to be smarter than the market. There's always a trader that's out there that's bigger, better, and faster than you. And you will forever only be a player in a much bigger game. And you have to stay humble. A lot of times when traders start to get success, they start to get arrogant. And there's a fine line between a confident trader and an arrogant trader. A confident trader will be consistently profitable. An arrogant trader is going to have big wins and big losses. And that's going to throw off their consistency. And big losses is something that I try to stay away from. That's what it's all about, guys. This is True Trading Group. This is no nonsense, no bullshit, no blow smoke up your ass, no secret pattern, no special indicator that no one in the world has figured out except me. This is professional technical analysis, professional psychological support when it comes to being a profitable trader and helping you trade more robotic and remove emotions from your trading, because that's the biggest hurdle. Everybody sees the same chart. I can look at a chart of the SPY. You can look at a chart of the SPY. How come I'll make money and you'll lose money? What's the difference? Once you learn technical analysis, what's the difference? The difference between great traders and average traders is all psychological. It's all psychological. It's all in your head. It's all in your head. That's the only variable, right? Everybody sees the same chart. Everybody uses the same VWAP. Everybody uses the same 200-day moving average. Everybody uses the same Fibonacci levels. The only variable is you. What makes you unique? What makes you an individual? Humans are not programmed to be good traders because we have a weakness. That weakness is emotions. And you have to learn how to remove emotions from the equation, remove money from the equation. Stop looking at trading as make money, lose money, and start looking at trading as make a good trade, make a bad trade. Because you can still make a good trade and lose money. Identifying an A+ setup, sticking to your stop loss, stopping out when you're supposed to, and moving on, that's still a good trade. Just because you lose money doesn't mean it's a bad trade. And just because you make money doesn't mean it's a good trade. You can buy a stock at $5. Your stop loss is $4.50. You don't stop out. It goes to $4.25. You still don't stop out. It goes to $4. It goes to $3.75. You hold on to the stock for 2 weeks because now it's at $2.50 and you don't know what to do. Then the company comes out with a press release 3 weeks later and the stock gaps up to $6 and you sell it and you made money. That's a horrific trade. That's a horrible trade. That's not a good trade, but you made money, right? That's not a good trade. Remove the money aspect from the equation and start looking at trading as good trade execution, bad trade execution. Good trade execution, the byproduct end result of good trade execution will be a consistent P&L. This is the choice that you have to make. I can't make this choice for you. I can sit here on these live streams. I can answer your questions. But at the end of the day, guys, it's Sunday at 10 o'clock at night. The market's not open. I'm not making money. You're not making money. If you want to start making money, you need to take advantage of this coupon code TTG620 now. It expires on Tuesday at midnight and prices will be going up. So the choice is yours. I'm going to be fine either way. The Wolf is going to be fine either way. Myself and the rest of the TTG family, we're going to get right back down to business tomorrow morning starting at 7:30 a.m. with the Miami Morning Culotta Club, baby. And now the choice is yours if you want to be there with us. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. TTG 620. Get the 34% discount. Get a free one-on-one for those of you that sign up before midnight tonight. Get the entire TTG curriculum included for free. The trade simulator, the trade blog, the stock profiles, the stock analyst report section. Okay. Get access to the stock screener, the Trader Palooza events, everything that I just discussed with you. Okay. The choice is yours. Let's see if I can get caught up with a couple of comments. Yeah, sure, guys. I'll show you guys. Yeah, let me show you guys the. I'll show you guys the platform. All right, guys. So what I'm gonna do now. Uh, okay. Yep. Yeah. Okay. What I'll do now, guys, is for those of you that are interested, I'm gonna show you guys what the platform looks like. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like to be a member. Like I'm going to show you guys the back end of the website. So when you sign into your dashboard, I'm going to show you guys what all the features look like. All right. All right, guys. So this is your member dashboard. For those of you that were asking, okay, for those of you guys that were asking about the dashboard, here it is. This is what it looks like. All right. First thing that I want you to notice is at the top right of your screen, here's your badges. Remember what I talked about earlier about becoming TTG certified and earning your badges, right? Talked about that. Here's all of your badges. If you earn all your badges, that's when you become TTG certified. Okay. Here's where you can enter the trading chat room. As I scroll down, this is your dashboard. Okay. This is your dashboard. All right, guys. So here you guys can see Monday's watch list. Okay. Monday's watch list. We load our watch list every day between 8:30 a.m. and 9 a.m. Eastern, and you will find it right here on your member dashboard every morning. You also have an announcements tab. Okay, you can see here our latest announcement is that all Trader Palooza videos are now online. Okay, I'll show you guys what the Trader Palooza is all about as well. Okay, TTG mobile app. This is a mobile app that is for members only. Okay, members only. Our TTG mobile app, it's available for iPhone and Android. I suggest all of our members download the mobile app. The mobile app makes trading on the go seamless and effortless in real time. So you guys, from your smartphone, from your tablet, you can follow along with what it is that's going on in chat. You can have the screen share up. You can listen to the audio analysis when we're talking on the microphone. And the best part about the mobile app is that when we execute trades, you get a push notification in the mobile app in real time. Okay, whether you're at work, you're in your cubicle, you're in a meeting, you're driving in the car, you're on the golf course, you're in the supermarket, whatever it is that you're doing, you can follow along with what we're trading because the mobile app gives you the real-time alerts, the screen share, and the audio mic that we're talking throughout the day. Okay, so that's where it walks you through how to download and how to set up the mobile app. The economic calendar. This is a really cool part of our website where we show you guys all the economic data that's due to come out on what day and what time. So let's say you want to know if you're trading oil, you want to know when the oil rig report is coming out. You guys can see every single day what economic data is coming out and at what time and how that could potentially affect a trade that you are in. Here's a little feedback section. If you guys ever have any feedback, suggestions, concerns, anything like that, you guys can always contact us there on the feedback section. Okay. Next, I want to show you guys our trade simulator. Okay, guys. Here is your trade simulator. Okay, we actually just had Adam just went through an entire walkthrough. Adam, who's my business partner with your trading group, he just went through an entire walkthrough, okay, of the trade simulator and showed everybody on our website and all of our members how to use the trade simulator. Okay, you guys can select what type of account that you want, a cash account or margin account, how much money you want to put into the account based on how much money that you're going to be trading with. And then you guys can set your buying power just like you would, okay, just like you would if it was real money. Here's how you guys can enter trades. If I want to trade Google, okay, I'm going to want to buy 100 shares. You have market order, limit order, stop loss, Okay, if you want to trade options, you can trade options on the simulator. You have your own charting software. All of this is included with your membership. This is your trade simulator. Okay, this is where you guys can practice trading with fake money. Okay, this is where you can practice trading with fake money to hone your skills and perfect your skills before you start trading with real money. This is included in your membership. Okay. Here's your options chain. Okay, if you guys want to look at the different option chains, okay, if you guys want to trade options, this might look foreign to you. Okay, if you've never traded options before, this may look foreign to you, but believe me, it's not as complicated as it looks. It just may be intimidating at first, but I assure you that as you guys go through the courses and you go through the curriculum at your trading group, this will all become second nature to you. Okay, this will all become second nature to you. That's our trade simulator. Okay, then you have our stock screener. This is our stock screener where you guys can set different criteria, okay, based on whatever it is that you're looking for. Let's say you're looking for stocks that are gapping up that have traded more than 10 million shares. Okay, so you can set a volume filter to where it'll show you more than 10 million shares. You can set the price difference. Okay, let's say you want to know what stocks are gapping more than 25%. Okay, what stocks are gapping more than 25% that have traded more than 10 million shares? You can set that. And then let's say you don't want to trade any stocks that are more than, let's say, $10 a share. Okay, let's say $10 a share. You don't want to trade a stock that's more than that. And there you go. You can set your criteria. There they are. 3 stocks that meet that criteria: CBLI, CTXR, and MDCA. Okay, there they are. Okay, there they are. All right, this is your stock screener. Okay, this is included in your membership. Okay, this is all included. Here's your stock profile section. Your stock profile section. This is where you can go whatever stock you're interested in. Let's say you're interested in Apple. You type in the ticker symbol Apple. You get a downloadable PDF report for free included with your membership that has a long list of information on Apple. Okay, you guys can scroll down. You've got a company profile. You've got news releases. Okay, all their SEC filings, an interactive chart you can do some charting on, corporate events, when you want to know when's their earnings report, when's their dividends, all their financial information, and my favorite part, the analyst ratings. So let's say you have 25 different analysts that cover a particular stock. We compile all of that information for you in one report. So you can see how many analysts have a strong buy. Well, 16. How many have a moderate buy, a hold, a moderate sell, and a strong sell? So this can help you guys make your investment and trading decisions based on what the analyst ratings for these individual stocks are. And this is where we can compile all of that information into one section, all for your use. Okay. All of this is included, guys, in your membership. Okay. Then as I scroll down, I want to show you guys the premium blog. This is included in your membership. Here's our watch list. Here's top things to watch on Friday. Okay, you've got, let's see, option reminders. This is from Chris Toner. This is about options. You've got how to set up a scanner on E-Trade Pro. You got an article here that talks about the leveraged ETFs that are being delisted. The TVIX, UGAZ, these are ETFs that are being delisted. The premium blog is updated daily by myself and the other TeachD moderators in chat. You get access to all of this. Okay, all of this you get access to. The premium blog will include trade ideas, trade recaps, top 3 things to watch for the day, our watch lists, general market commentary, other educational information, guys. All of this is included. All of this is included. Okay. Now I want to show you Trader Palooza. Okay. Trader Palooza, like I told you guys, is a virtual trading seminar the last one we hosted was on June 13th. Okay. And like I said to you, every single hour on the day, we conducted different workshops. Oh, who's this guy? Who's this guy? You know this guy? Who's this guy? There's the wolf, guys, doing his marijuana stocks workshop. There's the wolf. But you guys can see we've broken up each workshop into separate videos. Okay. So here you guys can see here's the Saturday morning Culotta Club. I told you about that. Intro to cryptocurrency, understanding risk management, intro to options trading. Okay. Trading for beginners, marijuana stock talk, advanced option trading strategies, small cap swing trading, the TTG triangle. So as a member, you guys, when the event is live, you would log in depending on the time of the workshop you want to attend. And that's where you guys would then sit in on the workshop, and then you can log out and then come back in when there's a workshop you want to attend. But even so, all of the workshops are recorded. Okay, all of the workshops are recorded and available for you to watch at a later time. Okay, this is the Trader Palooza event. All right. Last but not least, I want to show you guys the courses. Here's all your courses. Here's the beginner stock trading course, advanced stock trading, beginner's options, advanced options, trader psychology. Okay, let's just click on the advanced course. I just want to show you guys what some of this looks like. We'll just click on the TTG triangle. Every single course, guys, comes in video and text format. Every single course comes in video or text format. So you guys can either watch the video, read the text, or watch the video and follow along reading the text, whichever you prefer. Okay, each course is broken down by chapter. Each chapter is broken down by lesson. Okay, each chapter is broken down by lesson. So you guys can just click and watch the video. Okay, now as we get into chapter 2 of the TTD triangle, we're going to now break down this. Okay, so there's the video, or you can click on each individual lesson within the chapter. Okay, whichever you guys prefer. But I wanted to give you a quick little look on what these courses look like. And then when I go back, I want to show you guys the exam. So remember what I said before about how every course comes with an exam. This is where you guys will earn your badges. So you start the exam. It is a multiple choice exam, and you just go through, okay, the questions as easy as you see me clicking through these questions right now. I don't know if they're right or wrong. I'm just showing you how easy it is to just click through the exam. And if you score an 85% or higher on the exam, you earn a badge for that course. When you earn all of your badges, that is when you become TTG certified, and you will see that right there on your member dashboard. Okay, guys? All of this is included. All of this is included in your membership for $1,089 for the entire year. You will be getting a professional education, quality mentorship, and joining a group of traders that truly gives a damn about each other's success. Use the coupon code TTG620 to get a 34% discount on a 1-year all-inclusive membership to TTG. Sign up before midnight tonight. You get included a free one-on-one mentor session. Prices are going up in July. So the end is near, and you guys all have a choice to make. You guys all have a choice to make. TGG members have already made their choices. Okay. How much time does it take to complete the courses? Shatul Shah, it depends. So everybody goes at their own pace. I've had members complete it in like one weekend, but that's because of they literally were at home with the coronavirus quarantine, and from Friday till Sunday night, They literally just did nothing but go through the courses all day long. Most people take about like 2.5 weeks to go through and complete all of the courses. It just depends on how much time you want to put into it. No, there's no monthly payment plan. There's no monthly plan. Um, we only have a year membership. And the reason why we only have a year membership is because two reasons. One, you get everything included when you sign up. There's no upsell. Okay, you get all the courses, the simulator, the screener, the watch list, the premium blog, the stock profiles, the analyst reports. You get every single thing as soon as you sign up. There's no upsells. Okay, so that's the first reason why we don't have a monthly plan. We just have a year membership. The second reason is what I said before. And I only want traders that are serious about putting in the time, the energy, and the work to becoming a consistently profitable trader. I don't want traders that are going to sign up, that are going to look to cut corners, and they're going to look to become a millionaire within the first month. Okay. So if you're willing to put in the time, the energy, and the work, then TTG is for you. Okay. But that's why we have a 1 year plan only, not a monthly plan. Does anybody have any questions about what I just went over? Nice, Feezy, welcome to the family. Feezy just signed up. Welcome to the family. Nice, Blake, welcome to the family. Blake just signed up. Yes, Reese, my man. Reese, what's up, brother? Guys, Reese has been a long time member of TTG. Reese said, I just signed up for the lifetime membership last week, Mike. Your room is the best of any room I've ever been in, and I've been in a few. Seriously, joining is the best decision I've ever made. I'm hugely profitable now. Yes! My trading changed 180 degrees. Lifetime membership was a no-brainer. Yes, Reese. Yes. Music to my ears, brother. I still remember our one-on-one together. I remember our one-on-one together. I'm glad to hear you're doing well, man. I'm really glad to hear you're doing well, Reese. You worked hard, brother. You worked hard. And you deserve it. You earned it. You really earned it, Reese. Congratulations, man. You really earned it. Oh, Feezy, that's incredible. Feezy, who just joined, says, I tried out the chat and was awesome, and I've been a trader for 18 years, and I still find great value. Awesome. Feezy, I look forward to trading with you. I love picking the brain of an experienced trader like yourself. I look forward to trading with you and you joining the team. I'll see you in chat tomorrow. Rig Up Trading says, do you suggest to switch to TC2000 or stick with Thinkorswim? I mean, listen, you know, you don't need TC2000. The charting software on Thinkorswim comes with your platform. TC2000 costs money. I think TC2000 is the best charting software out there, but it's not required. It's not necessary. I just prefer it. I trade with Lightspeed, and I hate Lightspeed charts with a passion. So it's a no-brainer for me to use TC2000. Let's see. Is Bloomberg Terminal worth it? John, no. Honestly, John, no, it's not. For an individual retail trader, it's not worth it, no. Oh, wow, Mark, that's awesome, Mark. Mark Cohen says we're all better traders because of Michael. Thank you, Mark, but it's the whole group, bro. It's the whole group. It's not just me. We're all better traders because of Michael. I may not even be a trader without finding this YouTube channel 2 years ago. Oh, I love that, Mark. I love that so much, man. I love that so much. You have no idea. That's what this is about for me. Guys, honestly, that's what this is about for me. What this is about for me, I've been doing this for 16 years. I don't, for me, TTG is about changing people's lives. Honestly, it sounds cliche, but my mentor, when I worked at the hedge fund, my mentor, he changed my life. No questions about it. If I did not have the skill set that I acquired and that he helped me hone, there's no way I'd be as successful today as I am. I don't know what direction my life would have taken after my hedge fund closed. In 2008, 2009, 50% of all hedge funds went out of business with the market crash, the Great Recession, and the housing market crisis. The stock market dropped 55%. I don't know where my life would have gone because I wasn't able to get another hedge fund position. I wasn't able to get another hedge fund position. 50% of all the funds closed. So I was, applying for a position at a hedge fund with God knows how many other people, and all those people had more experience than I did. I'm going for a position for like a junior portfolio manager, but you have senior portfolio managers that lost their jobs that are going for that position now. So, if I didn't have this skill set, I don't know what direction my life would have gone. And I owe it all to my mentor, who was my senior portfolio manager at the hedge fund. And when I look at what that man did for the rest of my life, he completely changed the course the path that my life went down. That there's no way I would be as successful today as I am if it wasn't for the direction that he put me in. So when I think about the power that my mentor had when it comes to the control over the course of my life in helping me go down this path instead of that path, it's a very powerful thing when you think about it that way. When you think about the power that a mentor has to be able to potentially change the course of someone's life for the better, I take that so seriously, you guys have no idea. The fact that I can potentially change the course of someone's life. Like Mark just said, if I didn't find this YouTube channel 2 years ago, I probably would have never even became a trader. That's powerful. That's powerful. Reese just commented in chat, said I just became a lifetime member. Ever since I joined True Trading Group, which is the best chat I've ever been in, I'm now hugely profitable. That's powerful. That's helping someone achieve a level of financial success that they didn't have prior. That's helping someone provide a specific life for their family that they did not prior. And the waves and the repercussions of those actions, they go a long, long, long way. And when you think about that, that's what gets my juices going. That's what gets my heart pumping. Having a big P&L day and like crushing a trade and making a boatload of money, like, yeah, that's cool. Like, honestly, obviously, I love that. But I get a much better and a much different feeling when I get messages from members telling me about, Mike, I can't thank you enough. I'm a single mother. I lost my job during coronavirus. And with the help of True Trading Group, I have not missed a single rent payment. And I have been able to not miss a beat. All my bills are paid. I've got food on the table. I can't thank you enough. I was terrified on what was going to happen with my daughter and everything, and I can't thank you enough. When I get messages like that, there is no greater feeling that I've ever felt in my entire life. And that is why I take you being your mentor so serious. That's why I'm on a live stream at 10:30 at night on a Sunday. How many other people are on a live stream 10:30 at night on a Sunday answering questions? If I could help push your life down a path that I went because of my mentor, and then we can look back and say that I was part of the reason, nothing makes me happier than that feeling right there. And that's why I don't want traders that are just looking to get rich quick, that are just looking to make a quick buck, that don't want to put in the work. I don't want that. I don't want that. I want the traders that take this serious. I want the traders that tell me, Mike, I'm ready to roll up my sleeves and get dirty. Let's get to it. Because if that's you and that's what you're ready for, then TTG is the place for you. Because that's the same mindset that we all have. And it's important that you're with a group that has a similar mindset as you. Okay, it's important to be in a group that has the same mindset as you, and that's what TTG is all about. Okay, does anybody have any questions? Chris, my favorite cigar is, without any questions of a doubt, the 1964 anniversary Padron. That is my favorite cigar.
I'm Romeo and Juliet.
The Wolves of Romeo and Juliet's. No, Alex, I leave my profit target at the same spot. Your profit target does not change based on your entry price. Your profit target's your profit target because it is a potential area of resistance. So you still act at that profit target. Oh, I love Facebook long term, Manuel. I hope Facebook keeps selling off with all of this political stuff that's going on with companies that are leaving the advertising because of like the political stance that Facebook has taken. Let Facebook keep selling in, because the lower Facebook goes, the more I'll buy it. Facebook's not going anywhere. Remember when Facebook tanked because they thought that the government was gonna like regulate them and put all of this, they were like gonna like break them apart and all this, and Elizabeth Warren was like making the big push on like social media, and Facebook sold off. Yeah, well, Facebook went right back to all-time highs, and now Facebook had this huge massive volume sell-off. And I hope Facebook just keeps going lower, because long term Facebook's not going anywhere. They'll adapt, they'll figure it out. Facebook is not going anywhere. It is, I think, a fantastic long-term investment.
I mean, look, guys, let me jump in on that. You definitely have to pay attention to Facebook, though. You know, I don't think it's a long-term investment over 200. You know, I think that there's probably better tech companies to be positioned in, but having some of the biggest advertisers pull ads with a couple other companies that are just pulling ads from Facebook. I mean, look, guys, Verizon's a big deal. 1 in 5 like ads are from Verizon. Them pulling on Facebook, that's significant. And if others follow, yeah, there's going to be some downward pressure. And of course, look, Zuckerberg's going to adapt. They're doing a lot of crazy stuff. I forgot the number. Since going public, I think that they've bought like 47. It was either 47 or 72 companies. So, but you have to understand that short term, Facebook is something that you definitely have to watch because of how weighted the S&P is with Facebook and some of the other FANG stocks. You know, just the same way that if Apple starts closing down all of its stores, we've got to watch. Same way if Microsoft decides to get rid of all their retail locations, you've got to watch. All right, because it's going to have an impact in the market. And it can affect some of the other trades that you're in that pull with the market. So, you know, just wanted you guys to know that. But this is stuff that we'd be doing every day in TTG.
Exactly. Exactamundo. Does anybody have any questions about True Trading Group or what I discussed? Anybody have any questions? All right, guys. Well, that's it. You guys have a choice to make now. You guys have a choice to make. Do you continue going about this on your own, or do you join True Trading Group while we still have this 34% discount running because it expires in 2 days? Okay. It expires in 2 days. Prices are going up in 2 days. So if you're ready to join True Trading Group, get a true professional education, use the coupon code TTG620. Do not ask me on July 1st, oh, Mike, can you still give me that 34% discount? I'm telling you all now, our prices are going up because of all the new features that we are adding to the site, like the trade simulator, the stock screener, level 1, level 2. We're adding a lot of new features to the website. June 30th at midnight, this deal expires. We are never going to have a membership cheaper than what you can get it for right now. That's $1,089 for the entire year. That is all inclusive. That includes every single course and tool and resource that we have at our disposal. Every single thing we have is included for free with your membership. Okay? TTG 620. That is a cup of coffee a day. A membership is usually $1,665. With this coupon code, it's $1,089. That comes out to like $250 a day. It's a cup of coffee a day. For a cup of coffee a day, think about what you're going to get. The same education I received working at a hedge fund. Mentorship, free one-on-one mentor session. All those courses, the premium blog, the ability to DM moderators during the day. Chance to get TTG certified. The mobile apps, you can follow along with what we're trading in real time whenever you're on the go. The premium blog, the simulator, the screener, the analyst reports, Trader Palooza, virtual trading seminars. All of this is included, guys. So that's what I mean by the end is near. The end is near because 2 days from now, this offer will be gone. Okay? The price will go up. So use coupon code TTG620. Sign up within the next hour and a half before midnight. You guys will get included a free one-on-one mentor session with your membership. Don't waste any more time because you're really, truly running out of time before this deal expires. Okay? That's it, gang. So great stuff. I thank all of you for joining me on this live stream. Hope you guys learned some stuff. We talked about a lot of important topics in the beginning of this live stream. And for those of you that have still not acted, I'm not sure what you're waiting for. I'm not sure what you're waiting for. The choice that you have to make is continue to go at this on your own and try to put together bits and pieces of different YouTube channels and different gurus and furus that you watch online, different books that you read, and trying to put the pieces together yourself. Or are you going to join a group, get a professional education, the same education I received working at a hedge fund, and get your way to becoming a consistently profitable trader, working with a group of traders that truly cares about each other's success and that will be there with you every step of the way throughout your journey? The choice is yours. If you're ready, TTG620, use that coupon code. Otherwise, guys, I want you to like this video. Show me how much you guys appreciate these live streams. Make sure to smash that like button for me. If you're new, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell to make sure you guys get notified every single time I post a video or go on a live stream like we did tonight. Okay? That's it, gang. Great job today, guys. I will see my usual THD fam. I'll see you guys in chat tomorrow. If you guys have still not made the choice to join the fam, good luck tomorrow trading on your own. I'll be in chat with the rest of the THD family, the Wolf, the rest of the moderators, and everybody else looking to see how we're going to make money tomorrow. Futures have just gone green. Let's see if that holds going into the day tomorrow or if we get some further downside. Have a great night, everybody. I'll see you guys all in chat. Later, guys.
Later.